Hey, what's up guys, Totally Dubbed here. I'm giving you a widget overview of Falcon Widget for Twitter. As you can see, it's on the Play Store, so you can go download it. It's completely free, and it's a really good widget to use for Twitter. So what I'm going to do is show you, I'm going to be adding it to my third screen. As you can see, it's my third screen right there, like so. And I'm going to go for a 5x5. So the first time you load this application, what you're going to have to do is actually sign in, and when you sign in you'll also get a tutorial on how to use it. The tutorial is pretty good, and I suggest paying attention and not skipping through it, because it'll give you all you'll need to know about it. Now I'm going to show you some functionalities of the widget. I personally find it as one of the best widgets out there for Twitter, and it's very useful and very easy to use. So first of all, I'm going to go through the settings, and there's a little button over here which goes to the settings, funnily enough. So over here you can see that you can go to direct messages, favorites, lists, search, trends, and actual settings of the widget. Now obviously these are pretty self-explanatory. They're all Twitter based selections right there, but I'm going to go into settings. Within settings you can change several things, and these are the three things you can change. So in syncs and notification you can change the refresh rate to 2 hours, or say 5 minutes for example. You can change the notification sound, you can change if it wants to be a silent notification or not, and you can put it to real-time notifications. More so, to save data, you can also put it to Wi-Fi only, which makes it quite useful if you want to save some data. Going into display now, you can change the look of and feel, shall I say, of the widget. The widget layout over here and list and grid, I'm going to choose grid so you guys get an idea of how that looks like. And there you can see it's changed it to a grid view, so all the tweets are read in a grid view. So if I go back to settings and change it to list, it will change it back to lists. You can change the text size, so 14 points to 22 points, and all the way down to 10. So I'll just leave that at 14 because I quite like the size it is at. The widget theme as well, you can change that from dark, light, translucent, or transparent. Transparent being transparent, translucent being with a little faded black, light, which I'll just show you in a second, and dark is the one I used to have. So if I go back again, you can see it's loaded up in white right there, and it makes it quite nice to read if you like it on a light background. Personally for me, I quite like the dark background, so I'm going to go back to dark. You can also change the 24-hour format to a 12-hour format if you so wish. And finally you can go to user experience. In user experience you can choose these options right here. Pre-self-explanatory, show unread tweets, scroll to the last unread position, mobilize browser, force full page on Wi-Fi, and load content on Wi-Fi only. Pretty self-explanatory and with a good explanation underneath of what they do. I want to show you this mobile browser feature, which is quite cool. So what I'm going to do is see one of these tweets over here. It's a tweet by Faryab, and over here he's got some content, so he's linked in a content right there. And what this does is loads up the content, and you can see I can read the content over here. So this is a slimmed down version of the actual content, so as you can see how this looks like is a bit different. I actually loaded up this page just before on Dolphin, and I'm just going to reload it because it feels like it, but on Dolphin you'll be able to see that the actual page looks completely different, and it's quite big. And it gives you the full options, shall I say. So as you can see here, this is the full page on Dolphin, and again this is the Android version of the page. So if I go back to the Falcon app, or should I say widget, you can see the difference it looks like. But I find this very useful and super good for reading content, especially which are attached to tweets. Furthermore, if you can see over here, you can see there was replies and whatnot, and you can see there's retweets over here and replies. So if I show replies, you'll be able to straight away see the replies that people have had to this tweet. So Faryab 20 minutes ago posted this, and he's had already 11 replies. Good man. And he's had 172 retweets, which is quite a lot. So what we can do straight away is actually reply to this retweet this, favorite it, or share it. So favoriting is pretty simple. You're favoriting a tweet to save it for later or just have it in your bookmarks, so to speak. But obviously retweet is a simple thing. So as you can see, if I hit the retweet button, I have the RT and whatnot come up right there. And if I want to reply to him, I just click that, and I can click over here and reply to it. Funnily enough, it actually wasn't Faryab which got that so many replies, it was actually Ubuntu. It was a retweet by Faryab, there we go. So he's retweeted it, and that's why it's got so many replies. So there you go. Now in terms of creating a tweet, it's pretty easy. You just hit this top button over here and you can create a tweet. Very, very simple, and you'll be able to see right here, I had actually written a tweet over here, the new LLA ROM for S3 looks interesting. And I did that via this app itself. As you can see, Falcon for Android is written over there. So it's very easy to create tweets, and more so, it's very easy to add a location, take a picture. So I can take a picture and add it to my tweet. Let's take a picture right there. Save it, and it'll add that picture right there. More so, I can add a previous picture that I've had, say for example from Dropbox or the gallery, and put it into the tweet itself. So I find this quite useful for tweeting effectively and quite fast. If I used to use the browser on Dolphin browser and use a Twitter application on there, and it was pretty painful, I've got to say. Now in terms of actual getting tweets and stuff, you'll get notifications in your notification bar, and if you're in Jelly Bean, you'll be able to control the size of the tweet. Therefore the tweet will come in and you'll be able to manually resize it and whatnot. This refresh button, I should mention, is that it loads basically new tweets. So you can see it's refreshing, and once the refreshing is done, you'll get new tweets or whatnot show up over here. Here you'll be able to see that I'm changing and going to my actual mentions and interactions, shall I say. So as you can see over here, I've been I've been talking to a few people via Twitter, and this button allows me to go to my personal stuff which have been tweeted to @TotallydubbedHD, whereas over here it's just my newsfeed. So pretty self-explanatory. And when you got the number over here, as you can see, I'm clicking, nothing's happening, just simply because there's no number. It's when new stuff come in, I click that, it goes to the first unread. So be that on your personal side or on your newsfeed, it will do the same thing, go to the first unread. So there we go, guys. I hope this little Twitter widget comes in useful for you guys. It's definitely coming useful for me, and I quite enjoy using it, and therefore chose to make a video on it. So go get the application, it's completely free, and donate to the developer if you guys like it. Alright guys, take care, bye bye.